What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel. We're online at www.whatsupinthesky.com. And this is a follow-up video to my last one I just did. I think I was going to call it Strange Solve 5 or 549. I think we're on, yeah, 549. And the weirdness keeps going as we move to the left here. And what looks like we're going to start off with a some sort of pan or some sort of a perfect looking, and it looks like it's a different color too, like it's made out of metal. And it's next to what seems to be arched pieces here, whatever this is, fragments of something, fragments of past glory is what we're going to call that there. This definitely has some amazing things on it. This saw does. Everything from this that looks like it's almost looks like writing in the way it's made, but carved out to off in the distance things that seem to have stilts that it's standing on, which is hard. There's total speculation. Everything I do in here is total speculation. I've explained that a million times. I see what I see. You see what you see. Perfect would seem like pieces that would have gone to some sort of structure at one time, as well as that second ledge that you can see a lot better here. And even without changing any of the color that they've done, you can see this a lot better. What seems to be honeycomb or these honeycomb things they talk about, perfect lines, parallel lines, and things that, perfect rectangle. That's not perfect right there, but it seem to be blocks. But what's interesting is this stuff like right here. Check this out. Let's just follow this line out, around, up, and it branches off that way, around this way. So this is a big S right here. And also you go up here, you can go around here, take a turn here. It almost looks like a huge complex for something real small, like almost looks like a hamster complex or something like that. And I've heard it argued many times that the animals that are left and the thing and some of the humanoids on Mars are real small. And who am I to say that they're not or they're not there? Just because what we've been told or what people were told in school um, is the atmosphere is made up stuff doesn't gel with what we think life is because we only see life as an Earth. We don't see it in any other way. So we really have no idea um, if stuff can evolve, out of any circumstance. For me, I think maybe evolution and stuff like that. Maybe things can evolve from maybe life's the constant, and I've said that many times. But here you've got a perfect, what seems to be a rounded disc with a dark middle, which looks like it's been chopped out, and then these, once again, these perfect what seem little bars that go, right down through it. Up here, there's another one. Just interesting stuff. And let me show you once again where I got this. This is still the Saw 549, which is right next to the last one we just did. And it's, like I said, this is pretty cool. This whole area as we're rolling up, and this stuff can't be good on the wheels because the wheels of the rover are starting to get tore up, and this just looks like a nightmare to roll over some of this stuff. Here again, we got this darker material that seems to be kind of burnt up and things like that. And if you want that, download this. I make these videos so the public can get interested and download them. I don't make them because I'm trying to say I'm smarter than some scientist or smarter than somebody else because I have no clue. I might be totally wrong about this stuff. I make no bones about that. So if you're gonna come at me all you want, but you're just gonna look like a fool. 'Cause I could care less. You know what I mean? Like I said, I do this for fun. This has been a hobby of mine I've had for a very long time, probably longer than you if you're coming here to complain. So, and this was also a cool thing. So let's go through some of these little objects I found here. Um, tell me this isn't cool. It's like a perfect rounded thing, and at the top it looks like a Christmas ornament where you'd have like the little piece that you'd attach to the thing that goes up to the. It's just to the Christmas tree or whatever. I just thought that was kind of cool. Um, or something like a hanger or something. But see how it's got the hook on it and it comes around and down. You know, nature could have done that. I'm not saying that it couldn't have. This here seems to be interesting. Like you've got symmetric um, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this back piece here kind of looks like little chambers. A lot of this seems to just be cut off and then blurred. Like there's no reason for this to be perfect. See how this chopped off? See how perfect that cut is right there? It's almost directly and almost looks perfect in half. And this looks like it it's not the same size and it's off in a distance, so they wouldn't fit together, but it looks like it had the same thing happen. But see how it's blurred here? You don't see the edge of it perfect. It kind of blurred. What makes me think is they were blurring some of this out. A lot of these are taking forever to get back down, especially once we got into this new area. Once we got to the new area here, the rover, or one of our satellites so upstairs, I think it was MRO, suddenly had a glitch, and we weren't getting the downloads as fast now. Now they say it's back up to speed and it's fixed itself. It seems like we get that over and over again. There's a glitch right as they want to start looking around and doing things for, probably checking out the stuff for themselves. I would be highly surprised and upset if for a $2 billion machine, which we get these horrible grainy pictures back, if they didn't have some sort of live video feed up there whenever we can actually get a direct line. They better. I mean, this is 2014, people. We've really got to. If you look at the thing, how it's nuclear power, this thing could be up there forever. The fact that the wheels aren't, pure, the wheels should have been indestructible to begin with. I don't see whoever designed the wheels and then falling apart like they are should really be fired. But check this out here, another what seems to be a perfect, really rounded plate or something that's just stuck in the Martian soil after this cataclysm. Or this actually, I think the Gale Crater and a lot of this probably was where water was at one time. So this probably, just a lot of this is just silt sand that's came up and kind of buried this stuff in. Anything catching your eyes down here? That definitely does. I thought that was cool when I first saw that. And just as we go through here, did I do the auto color on this one yet? Oh, let me see. Let me see if I do the auto color here. I hadn't done it, I don't think. Nope. Let's make it look a little bit more like Earth, because it seems like Photoshop knows to take that color out. It doesn't balance it well. And then there you can see a little bit better of this here. You can still see here that this also has that what looks like a squared block blur out of it. Why that would happen, or if that's just something that happens to that pixel all the time, I'm not 100% sure. But this is interesting here, half shell type thing. And let's go on up and see how some of this other stuff plays out. There's the one piece I thought was really neat. It looked like it was a part to something. Here you've got comes out and it comes in. It's got 3 holes in it, and it kind of goes up here. It almost looks like it would be turned and put onto something like an ornate, decoration or something along those lines. Um, but once again, the honeycomb stuff, just the way look at the 3 in this. Looks like 3 7. That's my lucky number. 3, and then a 7 here, upside down. Which I'm just saying, this is just looking at what I see here. More what seems to be a rectangle shape that goes into a sphere. What's interesting to me really in these pictures up here where we get to see, like I said, where we get to see what this looked like from the last video I did, it really does pop once you pull the color down. This here just, I hate to say it, that looks kind of like a swastika, just a little bit different. It doesn't have the other thing. But if you follow these things, it looks like tubing. It looks like it was a crash or something, or some sort of wreck. You know, or half of the stuff disintegrated. Who knows what some of this stuff was? There's a lot of this could have been meshed with stuff like plastic that could have been gone over the years, or other materials that have just gone. Um, but anyway, pure speculation from Will. Let's take a look at this. Oops. What seems to be a helmet here again. Check that out. Like I said, this is just pretty cool. Wonder if we can get a better. Let me go back step. Pull it here. View image, auto tone. Pretty neat. Looks like it's got a rim around it, and then the perfect headpiece. Whether that's a helmet or if you flip it over, it could be a soup bowl, could be a rock. Like I said, I'm just speculating. But as you see more and more of these rounded pieces here, things appear. Hey, it looks like we've got one of my last videos already ready to go. Um, Pretty neat. It just interests me. that piece right there definitely to me seems like it was some sort of, let me go ahead and do this to the whole thing again, auto contrast. That just brighten it up a little bit. That does help. You can see a little bit more of, like what I was saying, how these honeycomb features, how it's kind of looks like it looks like everything was washed around at the bottom of the ocean, or not the, a lake, whatever this probably was at one time. Let's see, image, auto color, hit that again. All right, back up a little bit here. More rounded pieces, just interesting. And this it kind of looks like chopped up concrete and stuff like that, where you could get shapes and things like that. I don't see too many symmetric shapes in here that would say, oh, that leaves me out, but the front piece here kind of has that down slide to it, and so does this back piece. Is pretty interesting. Once again, it's sitting next to this stuff. And I'm wondering why we're getting these colors now. Like you get all these colors from the rover, and the first shots you can go check them out yourself. They weren't like this. This has just been starting that. It's almost like it's there to confuse us in many ways because it blends stuff in with the eyes, and it's so subtle when you have it here when it's in its regular format. But here off in the distance, what we were looking at earlier, what I wanted to tell you about was this what seems to be a pyramid. It looks like it's two of them right next to each other. Not sure what size or anything that would be. Seems like they're there, and there's another piece that goes up pretty high. I'd imagine it's pretty far away from the rover just by looking at it. Just speculating at it. It seems like it's a nice little bit off in the distance. Wonder if it'd be worth going to check that out. Here, once again, some interesting kind of look like little tools or something. This looks like up down little tool base or something. Here you got what looks to be a little skull. Look at that with two eye sockets. I think I'd be careful with that because so many of these things look like little skulls. Now this I thought was cool. We didn't talk much about this earlier when I showed it to you. This to me seems like this looks like it's floating on something here. Like this has a stand to it, and it might not. That's probably just an optical illusion, and this is just two down dark pieces. But being next to this thing that's kind of strange was just interesting to me. So, yeah, I just thought I'd share it with you. Then you got two perfectly rounded spheres that are just kind of sitting there relaxing. And we're getting back to that one strange thing again over here. And look at this. Kind of seems like it goes from here to here. Back it on out. Back it on out. I think I will. And when it's smaller and you don't get that real blur in it, you definitely see that that looks like a pyramid. Looks like two of them, stacked, and maybe one more back over there in the corner. What do we have here on Mars, ladies and gentlemen? Interesting stuff all over this planet. Excited to be living in times where we've got rovers up there, and hopefully that this actually is on there. Hopefully this isn't sitting in Arizona somewhere. So there's like I said, I draw in so many different people. So many people have different takes on, NASA and takes on Mars. And ooh, this is kind of cool. This kind of looks like a face. Let me see if I can't pull that out. Image. One eye, nose, mouth, matrixing. Anyways, guys, much love to you all. I hope you're having yourself a wonderful day. Um, Hope you're enjoying the videos. If you made it this far, you gotta be somebody who enjoys this stuff. Love you guys. You guys rock. I can't, all the support you give me, I just love it. I don't know what I'd do. I probably would have stopped the videos by now if it wouldn't have taken off like this and I didn't have the support from people that I do. Because it would just be, it's a lot of time that I spend on them, a lot of stuff. But I used to do it for hobby and I'd be doing it anyway. So I figured I'd share it with you guys. Anybody who wants to come here and be the naysayer, that's fine. You go ahead, you enjoy yourself. I'm probably not even going to reply to your comment. And if you use curse words and you can't even speak like a human, you're out of here. Much love. What's Up in the Sky 37. Go check out the website, www.whatsupinthesky.com. My name is Will. Peace.